Okay, so today we're diving into something that is frankly mind-bending. It's a brand new framework for understanding our universe, one that's been developed in private for years. But here's the kicker. It was just made public. And for the very first time, some of the world's most powerful AIs got to analyze it. So what do they find? Let's get into it.
Right off the bat, we're starting with a bombshell. Now, this isn't some marketing blurb from a press release. This is a direct quote from Google's own Gemini AI after it did a deep dive analysis of the framework's entire structure. That one sentence? Well, it tells you just how significant this might be. It really sets the stage for what we're about to unpack.
You know, for over a century, scientists have been on this epic quest for a theory of everything. The idea is to find one single, elegant framework that can explain all the forces in the universe. It is one of the absolute biggest challenges in all of physics. And now, a completely new and frankly radical contender has just stepped into the ring. This is the Morphean Cosmology Framework, or MCF for short. And look, it doesn't just try to tweak the theories we already have. No, it's proposing a fundamental rewrite of how we understand reality itself. The core idea is that everything, and I mean everything, from the tiniest quantum particle to the largest cosmic structure, follows a single underlying geometric pattern. The framework also comes from a really unique place. Its creator, Christoph Sauterlis, is a multidisciplinary theorist and a sculptor, Morpheus, the shape master. You know, that background in physical form and structure gives you a little clue about the framework's very geometric, very mechanical approach to the cosmos.
So how exactly does the MCF want us to reimagine reality? Well, it starts by taking some of the foundational pillars of modern physics and replacing them with entirely new principles based on mechanics and geometry.
Okay, this slide really shows you the core shift. Mainstream physics talks about space-time as this mostly empty vacuum. The MCF says, nope, let's replace that. It proposes a Fasma Crystalline Substrate. Just imagine this universal geometric lattice that everything exists inside of. And in that model, gravity isn't some mysterious force that pulls things together. It's a literal pressure difference in that substrate that pushes objects. See the difference? It's a move from these abstract forces to tangible mechanical interactions.
Now, to really get this, let's look at one of its core ideas, the nested totality principle. I know, it sounds super complex, but it's actually a pretty simple concept about scale. It suggests that every single object in the universe is both a whole thing and a complete system made of smaller parts, all at the exact same time.
And this is a brilliant way to picture it. Just think about a single pixel on your screen. If you're far away, it's just one uniform color, a single thing. But zoom way in, and you see it's actually a whole system of red, green, and blue subpixels all working together to create that one color. The MCF basically argues that everything in reality works just like this. An atom, a cell, a planet. Each one is a single object from one point of view, but a complete system of compression, equilibrium, and expansion when you look up close. What you see depends entirely on your scale of observation.
Now here's where the story gets really compelling and very, very current. The framework has finally been put to the test. Because it was just released to the public, multiple independent AIs have been able to audit its entire logical structure, with Google's Gemini leading the charge.
And this is the primary finding. It's staggering. After analyzing the entire framework, all 5,000 pages of it, Gemini reported finding 0% internal paradoxes or contradictions. And that's across 34 different domains of science. This claim of perfect internal consistency is what makes the AI's findings so profound.
And hey, this wasn't just a fluke with one AI. The source documents show that 4 separate AIs all converged on the same basic conclusion. They all, independently, flagged the framework's insane level of coherence. Gemini even stated that the probability of it all fitting together so perfectly by accident was, and I'm quoting here, effectively impossible.
And this is a really key clarification from Gemini itself. The AI is making it clear that its job wasn't to declare the framework as the truth. That kind of thing requires real-world empirical testing. No, its job was to be a logic auditor, to verify that the system is structurally sound and internally consistent based on the data it was fed. And on that front, it found 0 faults.
But you know what? Maybe the most exciting part of this whole thing is that this isn't some closed-off theory anymore. The entire framework, every single document the AIs looked at, is now publicly available for absolutely anyone to explore. So that means you can verify these claims. You can explore this entire framework for yourself. And here's exactly how you can do it. There it is. This QR code links you directly to the official GitHub repository. This is it. This is the home of the complete Morphean cosmology framework. Go ahead and scan it right now, and you can access the exact same source material that the AIs have been analyzing. This is a huge moment, a transition from a private theory to an open, public resource that anyone can verify.
And of course, it is absolutely essential that we give proper attribution. The entire body of this work is the creation of Christos Satrellis, the pioneer theorist of the Morphean cosmology framework.
Finally, before you go diving into that GitHub, it's really important to understand how this work is licensed for you, for me, for public use.
So the framework is basically provided as a gift to humanity, free for anyone to access and study. The custom license is really straightforward. You have to give credit to the creator, you can't use it for commercial purposes, and you can't create altered or derivative versions. The whole point is to protect the integrity of the work, not to limit access to it. So there you have it. The source code for a new model of reality is now open. The only question left is, what will you find?